What's up, guys and gals? It's your host with the most, Kanigas, and me, your co-host with the most, Griever, as always, bringing you guys Kengan Omega. Kengan Omega prediction video. I know I already asked this, but you know what? I'm going to record this video anyways. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen, but I don't know when I'm going to do the stream. For those of you who don't know, I've been doing discussion videos, and you can find the links all across my channel, but and definitely join my Discord if that's the case. But I have made a prediction for the Berserker Bowl. Not the other rounds, not all the preliminaries, because honestly they did a lot of like hokey shit with who comes out on top of 4 matches, like A equals B equals 1 to D, all that stuff. Not that I didn't understand it, I am a sports fan, so I get that kind of idea. But I found it way more interesting to do the bracket format. And we're back into a bracket format, similar to what I did in my read-throughs for Kengan Asura. Once again, another thing that you can definitely go check out. I have all the VODs up on my channel. You're feel free to go check them out. The idea here is we're predicting out of the 8 contenders for the Berserker Bowl. The Berserker Bowl. For that, we are going to be doing our own predictions. And for everyone's eye-popping experiences, get it? Because eye surgery pop. Anyways, fact of the matter is that boom, baby, look at that. We have our bracket, we have our stars. We are predicting, this is the prediction video for the Berserker Bowl. I am only caught up to chapter 168 as of the last discussion video, as some of you know, and there will be a stream following this video to catch me up from chapter 169 up until whatever the current chapter happens to be at the time when I finally have the time to make the video. But I have made this as of chapter 168. I have not read past chapter 168. I have no idea if any of these matches have even started as far as I know. All I know is that this is the bracket. So here we go. We have Cosmo versus Cao Pang in round 1. Now, I said in my discussion video right out of the gate, I said that Cao Pang was going to take this. Cao Pang was immediately going to take this, especially after beating Seki, who he lost to multiple times in Kengan matches. Finally took a W. This man has been doing nothing but hard work. He has been training his ass off to make this happen. And of course, I said, if it's not Cao Pang, it's got to be Cosmo. Because I've seen the rest of the lineup, and we know that in Kengan, looking at the end of the last manga, there's no such thing as MC plot armor whatsoever. There's no villain plot armor. There's no MC plot armor. There's none of that shit. Kuroki Gensai won the whole thing. So, in that regard, I have no doubt that Cao Pang got to take the whole thing. And if not Cosmo, but what do? They set them up in round 1. However, I have a little more faith in Cao Pang. If Cosmo wins, I'll take it like a gentleman, but I think Cao Pang's got it. I think Cao Pang is going to win the whole thing, unless we have a dark horse win. And we'll talk about that in the next round here, because I think that Mark Myers, has no basis even being here. I said that also in my discussion video. He won by a default. I believe we saw him have 1 loss the first time he was introduced. He might share the name with the favorite slasher villain of literally should be most people's favorite slasher villain. Some people like Jason, some people like Freddy, but Michael Myers has always sort of been where it's at. Though Freddy a close second. In this regard, we have Mark Myers, sorry. And honestly, but once again, I don't think he's living up to the hype. I don't think he deserves to really be here. And I think that Lehito, I believe that he fully has every opportunity to win. So I'm putting all my eggs in the Lehito basket. And in fact, speaking of a dark horse that might come out on top, I'm not thinking MC plot armor. I'm thinking that if Cao Pang or Cosmo, regardless who wins, and let's say Lehito wins, I think that maybe this would be Rahito's time to shine. He's always been the gag and the joke ever since Asura. You know, and with nothing like life or death technically on the line with this Berserker Bowl, though it's exciting and definitely so far better than KVP, I believe that potentially Rahito could win the whole thing. If it's not going to be Xiaopeng, I really don't see it being our MCs. That's too obvious. You know, it's way too obvious. So, moving on to the right-hand bracket here, what do we have? Well, we have Koga, our MC, versus Leonardo Silva. And this is probably going to be my hottest take in this prediction video. Like, some people might say Cosmo's going to beat Xiaopeng, and some people say that Rahito is Lahito, you know, R's and L's, but people put the L for him. Those ones are a little more gaggy, a little more fun. This one is me going up against the grain 110%. I'm cutting the steak the wrong goddamn way because I have Leonardo Silva, who is my guy. He's my favorite supernova. He's my new guy. He's my new guy in Omega. I like my old guys. Trust me. Oma, number 1. Kuroki Gensai. I got my guys. I got Hatsumi-sen. I still got my guys. But out of this bracket, I still think Xiaopeng takes it, but Leonardo Silva's my new guy ever since the beginning of Omega. He's my favorite new addition to the cast, I think. Him and Jose are my 2 favorite new additions to the cast. And Leonardo Silva, we haven't even seen enough of him yet, but so far I like his character. So far I like his style. And even though his fighting style is not for me, that I discussed not in the last discussion video, but the previous discussion video, he's more of a grappler, he's more of a Cosmo style. Wouldn't be my particular fighting style, but I really think that we're going to get an upset here. I think we have Leonardo Silva against Koga. I think it's going to be a great match, and I think that Silva's going to win. I really do. I feel like Silva, he looks like he's got the experience. I just feel like Koga's not quite ready. We're hyping him up with all the extra bullshit of, you know what I mean? We're hyping him up with all the extra bullshit of, oh, the 2 kings, Purgatory and Kengan, are teaching him with Agito and Kana. And then we got, and Roland. And then we got Oma's teaching him and that kind of stuff. So we got all the badasses teaching this guy, and we think he's going to be top shit. But as we saw from the Seki flashback, Seki was still kicking the shit out of him. Yes, he was wearing padding, but Seki was like, there's way more people tougher than me, and you're just a bitch. You are not on Oma's level. And I don't think that was hyperbole. I think Seki was right. Seki was saying, and we don't know at what point that training session took place, but I am firm belief that Koga is not yet in that, regardless who he's been trained by. I don't think he's winning the Berserker Bowl. And I think it would humble him to lose in the first round. I really do. He made it this far. He made it past the preliminaries, where some great contenders lost. Some great contenders. We had Chiba and Haro and Rio. And 2 of the Supernovas had to bow out due to injuries. Same with Haro. So, you know what I'm saying? And then the final round, here's another method to my madness, if you will. Is that the final round, we have Gao Ryuki versus Adam Dudley. Now, here's the deal. Can Adam beat Ryuki? 100%. 100% he can do that. But from a storytelling perspective, wouldn't it be good? You have Koga lose, Ryuki pissed off that he lost, and then you have Ryuki go after the guy who took away his chance or his opportunity to fight against Koga. He had the perfect setup. All Koga needed to do was beat Silva, and Gao just needs to beat Adam, and boom, they have their match, the semifinal match. Poetically speaking, Koga's going to win and Ryuki's going to win, right? But I don't know, man. I think that it'd be more interesting, and I think that at that point, Ryuki beats Silva in a very underhanded means, perhaps, in the semifinals, goes to the championship, and whoever, once again, this is playing into my headcanon, but that's why I think Xiaopeng loses, and then we have Rahito being the dark horse coming out, and he being pissed off at Ryuki. He's like, you're not one of us. He is not one of us. And Rahito actually takes the Berserker Bowl. So there's all that potential there, but those are just my headcanon predictions once again. These are the predictions I've locked in. My reasoning behind them, I have a lot of headcanon, especially in the right-hand bracket. My left-hand bracket is just more on solid basis. My right-hand bracket is more based on faith. A little bit of favoritism, a little bit of faith, a little bit of upset. You know, you got to bet the dark horse once in a while. You can't always guess against the favorite, right? The Cleveland Browns won last week. I was one of the only one out of 55 people in my pool to pick them. So I'm one up on everybody because I had faith that an upset was going to fucking happen. And I believe that Kengan Astra showed me that upsets happen all the time. Whether legit, whether dirty, whether regardless, it's realistic that they write it that way, that it happens. There is no plot armor when it comes to this manga, and I believe that in the sequel manga. So these are my predictions. There you go. There's the bracket. So, that being said, hi, I'm back. So, those are my predictions. What did you guys think? As I said in the last discussion video, I was going to sort of hum and ha whether I would make this prediction video or not, and then just do it in one big package as a stream. But I feel like I can also make this video, explain my reasoning, without any chat. Like, I love you guys. I love the chat. Trust me, I love the chat. But I don't want to be influenced by the chat. I want to defend my points here and now in a separate video, which is what I always intended to do. I thought about not doing it because it'd be such a short video. But you know what? A 10, 12-minute video, who cares, right? So those are my predictions. I hope you guys enjoyed. And then after this video is released, sometime in the near future from this video's release, we will have a Kengan Omega stream. And it will be from chapters 169 to wherever we're up to at the point of the stream. We'll get caught up. We'll play the game just like we did in the read-through for Kengan Astra with the choices, with the wins and losses and etc. And yeah, I don't think we'll get past round 1 because I'm only like 5-6 chapters behind right now. So I don't think we'll surpass these current predictions. I don't think we'll get to the next bracket, the next round, before that stream happens. If that's the case, I'll have to adjust midstream or something like that. But yeah. So anyways, this was the prediction videos. I hope you guys like my reasoning. I have a little bit of headcanon, as I said. The sort of idea, the dynamic between Koga and Ryuki, and then Ryuki going for the kill on Silva, and all this stuff. As I said, my prediction is that Sao Pang wins the whole thing, but a dark horse prediction of the winner is Rahito. So, out of the whole thing, currently, right now, I got Sao Pang, and then second place Rahito as a complete upset dark horse. Whether that happens or not, I mean, beating Mark Myers, meh. But beating Sao Pang, well, shit. Know what I'm saying? So anyways, that's what I'm saying about the Berserker Bowl. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, and as always, don't forget to drink responsibly, as I always do. We'll see you beautiful people back here once again for some more Kengan Omega. Kengan Omega. Looking forward to it, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you back here next time. Bye-bye.